Hi, I'm Kathy Canamurio, the Crafty Chica, and I'm going to show you how to make this awesome red chili sauce from scratch. And what makes this so special is that this is my dad's secret famous recipe. Okay, let's go make it. Let's get started making our red chili sauce. So this is what I've done. When it comes to choosing your chili pods for your red chili sauce, there's a lot of different types of chilies that you can find at the grocery store. These are New Mexico chilies, which means they're going to have a little edge, extra edge of hotness to them. I have a pair of gloves. I highly suggest, no exceptions, wear plastic gloves when you're doing this step working with the chili pods, because the chili seeds, you don't want any of it to touch your skin because they're like little flakes of fire. And I know from experience. Okay, so let's have our gloves. And what I'm going to do is take each pod and I'm just going to take off the stem, and then I'm going to open the pod and scrape out all of these chili seeds, as many as possible. And don't rush this part because you don't want these chili seeds to fly all over the place. Again, I know from experience. Okay, so here we go. First one down. And you can see I pretty much got a lot of it out of there. Now I'm going to take this, and I have a pot of water. I'm going to set that in there because we're going to boil these later. And we just repeat the process until all of these are done. This is one package of chili pods, and the recipe we're showing, it makes about 1.5 dozen tamales. And the red chili sauce is, it will make a nice amount that you can save in your fridge and use, in whatever way possible, whether if it's for burritos or for tamales or for red chili with beef mixed in it, whatever you want. So don't rush it. Think happy thoughts. Alrighty, I have a stock pot here. I have my chilies. I let them cook in water until they came to a boil, and then I lowered it to medium heat, put a cover on, and let them cook for 8 minutes. They're nice and tender now. I have tongs, I have my blender, and now I'm going to take out each chili pod, and I'm going to put the chili pods into the blender. Okay, so now I have all of my chili pods in the blender, and what I'm going to do is I have a strainer and I have 1/2 cup, again because we're doing a small batch of the red chili. You can double our recipe if you want to make more. So here I have taken some of the juice and I'm going to pour it through the strainer into the chilies. And that will catch the seeds or just any little extras like that. Okay, now, let me turn this off. Now I have my salt, 3/4 teaspoon. I have 1/2 teaspoon of oregano and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. This is optional. If you like your red chili with the little kick, you can add in a hit of cayenne pepper. And lastly, I'm going to add, oops, here we go, 1/4 cup of, and this is optional also, you could use water or you could use extra broth from your red chili if you want to keep it vegetarian. If not, I like to use 1/4 cup of beef and pork broth. And I'm just going to put that in there. And now we are ready to blend this. This is where the magic happens. Now let me check this. Oh, beautiful. So here's the deal with your paste. If it seems a little bit dry or it's not moving in the blender, go ahead and add a little more beef broth to it, and that will juice it up and make it crawl up the side of your blender to look super exciting. Okay, next I created a flour paste over here that's going to act as a thickener for my sauce as I cook it. So what I did, I just got this large pan, and I have 1/8 of a cup of flour and 1.5 tablespoons of oil. And I just put this in here together. I put it on low, and I let it cook to a beautiful golden brown so that it's created a nice creamy gravy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sauce, hello sauce, and I'm going to pour it into the pan. Oh, it smells so good. And now I'm going to put this on medium heat, and I'm going to stir it all together. And the thickener will make it nice and creamy into a beautiful red chili sauce. And I'm going to let this simmer for about 8 minutes or so. And I have this all mixed and blended together. And oh, look at this red chili sauce. It is so yummy. It smells so good. So we will just let that simmer for 8 minutes. And that, my friends, is how you make red chili sauce from scratch. Now, after you let this cook for about 8 minutes, then what you want to do is take it and use it in whatever recipe that you want. And if you want to save it, let it cool to room temperature and then put it in the fridge to store it for later. But heck, I want to use this right now. So why don't you follow me over to the next video to see what I'm going to do with this amazing red chili sauce that I made from scratch. Come on.